Ken said. Okay, Prof. Lecture me some more. I mean, you guys brought this onto yourselves. I have a simple request. He let out another insane laugh before abruptly going
Seek
serious.
not the Night Palace,
Last chance.
for its secrets are too great for you to bear.
In fact, nobody said anything at all. We were all at a loss.
Wait a second. I want to pull something in the game, wait.
Ken finally spoke up. You're bluffing. Yeah? Well, you're pretty fucking annoying. He flipped the switch before dropping it on the ground. I'm a fucking genius, he said. I can do anything. As Adrian continued to grin
Is it possible?
with
I don't know.
anticipation, the rest of us waited in tense silence for what felt like 5 minutes, but nothing happened.
Yeah, it's possible.
Ken broke the silence. You know, when people bluff, they usually don't go this far. Adrian's face contorted into a confused rage. You were fucking right. Who's the worst, most despicable person you can think of? Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, Louis Gavito, Paul Blart. Of course, you can make your own arguments for everything.
No, I just checked myself. You see the viewer? I just checked myself. Yeah. I'm trying to check it. Can I actually just...
Either due to lofty, ridiculous ideals or some primal urge to revolt against society as a whole. It's quite the bizarre phenomenon, yet none of these admittedly sick people have truly fallen into the abyss. Perhaps they've stared down into it, dipped their feet in it, but none of them have taken the plunge as a whole. Despite their efforts, they weren't able to separate themselves from their inherent humanity. But that's a good thing. And that's why they were relatively easy to take down. The bad news is that every once in a while, special cases will arise. In our circles, we call these individuals the void.
I'm bullying this one. I don't know. Well, I don't have any 5-star left. I can't do anything like that.
The cause behind entities like this?
After I pulled it, I don't know.
I wouldn't know. Nobody really does. Maybe they underwent some obscure supernatural transformation. Maybe their experiments gone awry.
No, the sound is different. I don't know.
Brought here by some fool who just had to. Dealing with them is more than a bitch. I'm sure you
No.
a collective evil that would surely yield.
Please! Okay, I'm not getting this. Oh, why? 100 pulls, bro. It's not getting it. No, bro, what the heck? No, it's not getting it. Wow, I'm have bad luck in this bullshit, bro. I swear. Dude, no. Oh my god, I wasted all my stuff here. Yes! Please, 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 please. I will kill you. I will kill you, asshole, bro. I'm dead here. Chipart. Alright, I got Chipart. I didn't get this one. Alright, never mind. I'm not pulling this again. I'm not pulling it again. No. Get Chipart. Bro, I want a new character. How did he get face shot with bullshit, bro? God damn it. How did he get...
The Silvermane Guards stand ready to defend Bellabog.
Wow. Alright, yeah. They give me something here. Alright, I'm not getting this amazing animations teams. I don't know.
Who knows what the government's thinking? If the situation were ever to get too drastic,
Alright.
then there was really one feasible measure.
Oh my god.
The higher-ups would call in something known as Task Force Void Nova Hammer, or TFV.
Why, bro? I hate this.
I've
Like, I was thinking about differently.
Nor do I know much about them.
Well, everything's bullshit. Oh, why? I'm not getting a fast animation teams. No, I give up, man. I already give up. Dude, I want a fucking, I want a fucking dish one. Dude, I want a good anime.
About a 90% chance that I'm going to die
Dude.
by the end of today. And even if I do make it out,
Dude, that sucks.
my life's so fuck it. Here we go. My days
Bro, I want a freaking a character who has good animation. I don't know. Who has great mechanics, or I got this bullshit, bro. I swear, bro. Why? This is dumb. Why the hell, bro? I got a shitty character instead of fucking shitty character. Are you shitting me? Just E1 blade. That's it, bro. I only got Firefly. That's it. Son of a bitch.
However, if you ever find yourself in the same room with him, no matter how big
Why?
you're going to get dissected.
Why? Why is this? I hate this fucking shit, bro.
He seems to be able to teleport. One second he'll be staring at his dark life.
What is this, bro? I gotta prepare for that, and bullshit, bro. I didn't get anything.
To end up breathing
Yo.
down your neck. For that reason,
Yo, that's so dumb, man. I hate that shit.
sets of eyes on his
Why? Why? I need another character who's a waifu. When I'm not getting a waifu. Are you shitting me?
He's also
What?
unkillable.
Why didn't I get a waifu instead, bro?
Through his head
This
or
shit.
blades you plunge into his chest, the guy
When a castress, I swear, bro, the devs are
gets a
fucking
scalp
me.
on his hands is a hellboy.
Bro, I want castress, bro. God damn it. Give me castress. I want castress, but no, they fucked me so hard. This game.
Routine stuff. Following that, I went on break in the lunchroom with my buddy Sam. Our conversations were usually pretty dry, but at least I can talk to the guy.
After this, I'm gonna waste all my shit. I don't care, bro.
Just weird in one way or
I
another.
don't have castress. You kiss my ass. It's so dumb. Dude, I'm not pulling a character again. I swear, bro. I'm not pulling it again. Not again, bro. I'm not pulling it again. I swear. This is bullshit, man.
That went off as I was about to take my chili out of the
Bro!
microwave.
Well, I needed. Oh, I lost. And everything is bullshit. I didn't get anything. I don't care. I'm gonna waste it if you end the stream, bro. I swear, bro.
I guess none of us were paying any attention that day. He made it about 8 miles off the coast using a stolen boat, racking up a total body count of 145 in his wake. It took 3 full days to wrangle him back, and 4 more weeks to fix all the damage that he'd done.
I swear, this is
That was all
bullshit.
just one prisoner. If we were dealing with 3 or more, then our combined efforts as guards wouldn't have stood a semblance of a chance. There had only ever been one major breach in the chasm's history, in which 8 voids had broken out nearly simultaneously.
I'm not pulling a character. I swear, bro. I'm not pulling a character again. This is bullshit. I swear, bro. I want casters. Dude, this is dumb.
The aftermath of that,
What?
I don't have everything engulfed in flames. It was nothing fun. We did have a breach procedure. It was a
I want casters, but no. I lost. This is so dumb, man. I hate this shit. Bro, I want casters,
whatever
bro.
we can to contain the prisoners. If anybody actually followed the procedure, they'd die instantly. Well, what the hell are we supposed to do? Somebody asked. They only got shrugs in response, except for Sonson. I fucking hated Sonson. The guy seemed to believe that his life's an action movie and that he's the invincible main protagonist.
Why? Why? I have Blade. This is bullshit, man.
Need some stitches? I can
I
help.
hate this.
Fucking go. This time, before anybody could stop him,
choice is
picked up his rifle.
Are you serious?
Dumbass.
Yo, I got a 4-star Japart. I don't need Japart. This is dumb. Dude, I don't like Japart, bro. I don't use. So dumb. This is so dumb. I hate this. I only have face shot. That's it, bro. God dang it. Dude. I want a new character, HP, but you didn't give me what I want. What the heck?
Fight for the ultimate answer.
Why? Why? Yo. I lost my goddamn piece of shit here, I swear.
Different and a lot worse. Before Sonson could even put his finger on the trigger, his head was mashed into pulp. Morgie began pouncing on other guards, effortlessly pushing limbs with his oversized paws. He switched between running around on his feet and crawling on all fours. The last thing
No, I
saw
give up,
before
man. I
running out
fucking
of the
give up. I
break
swear
room
to
was
fuck me.
Morgie forcing the remaining
I
horrified
give
agents to
up.
play fetch with him using a stray arm. But of course, his It's not like I managed to escape anywhere better.
I give him.
The entire place was in a fucking tizzy. The squad leaders were frenetic, attempting to scrap together some kind of suppression force. I couldn't understand why they were so delusional. Are we guards supposed to be badass? Fuck yeah. Due to our field prowess, we are specifically selected.
Yeah, why am I not getting... Okay, last time I didn't get a character, I swear. Like, what? Why?
Put us against the trafficking militia, terrorists, etc. We'll smoke them.
First of all, I can't get fame on it. I can't. I got 8. Last time I got 80 pulls. I get... What is this? Dumb. Dude, I can't pull anything in this game. I swear to fuck. I will fucking use one thing, bro. It's bullshit anyways. The pussing is bullshit, bro. I swear. I don't care. I'm not pulling it. I'm not pulling shit no more. Bullshit, bro. I'm not pulling it no more. It's dumb. I hate that shit. If it's a new update, I'm not going for pulling stuff. I swear, bro. It's gone. It's gone forever. You fuck me, Japard. Dude, I don't need Japard. This is dumb. I hate that shit. Why Japard, bro? Anything else but Japard. It is useless. Are you shitting me? Ice powers for skill? This is bullshit, bro. What is this? I have gone hungry. So dumb. Dude, I'm so pissed with this bullshit, bro. I hate this guy.
He couldn't have been over 7 feet. He's around 8'2" or 249 centimeters.
After this match, I'm gonna pull everything, bro. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass no more. I don't give a fuck no more. Dang it.
Like all the other prisoners, the guy was completely smoke from their body. The hair was inside his body. Pay for the hundreds of
I swear, bro. Why? I'm not doing anything.
The other consisted of his disposal.
Okay. I'm just pissed, bro. I don't care about this game, bro. Dude. What the hell, bro? Dang it. Bro, I can get a good character. It's good, bro. I don't have shit, bro. I only have damn my shit, bro. Damn. I didn't get a character. I hate this. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'm not doing this shit no more. I will do one fucking thing. I don't care. So dumb.
Electricity spread through his giant brain, causing his vitals to shut down.
Why didn't I know that I tried to?
Idiots, that's what they were. But truth be told, I was also an idiot for even bothering to stay. Not long after, the sound of cracking bones began emanating from the door. Along with red blue, I gave foot to the incoming message. The locked metal door to the corridor was turned against from the outside. And 242 pounds, 110 kilograms, and arriving in a haze of blood, guts, and limbs was the silently as killer, squeaking eye was wrapped in rusty barbed wire. He wore a decrepit old leather jacket.
Why can I not use that one? I'm sorry.
Some way, he got it back. These things really can't be helped. What the hell's going on? I thought, but boys have somehow escaped. How was that possible? In any case, I couldn't afford to think deep into it. That's why I began moving down the middle way. I found myself accidentally making eye contact with Louis from below.
Why? This game hates me, I swear, bro. Hello, bro. I'm gonna give up, bro. I give up. I give up now. I'm not doing that again. I swear to fuck. I'm not doing this shit no more. I give up. Man, no, fuck that shit, bro. I'll do premier jump shit. I don't care. I swear, bro. I swear that I can't. I'm not using tickets no more. I swear to fuck, man. This bullshit. I'm not using tickets. Fuck you. I'm not using tickets. I'm not using tickets no more. I swear, I give up, man. I'm not using tickets. This is bullshit. I swear. This is bullshit, man. Who's the fucking room? I'm not using tickets. Alright, this is the fucking last time. This is bullshit. No more using tickets. Alright, this is bullshit, man. I'm not using that shit anymore. This is bullshit.
Trying to see his delusions through in person. Still in pain from his palm strike.
Dude, I didn't get Fein on. Are you shitting me? Like, I got some Steely shit, bro. Bullshit. Dude, why? Give me a underrated character. I hate this, bro. I hate this so much. I am not using it. Bro, I'm so pissed with this bullshit, man. I'm so pissed, bro. Why? This is dumb. What part? I'm yapping about it. This is dumb.
There was zero fucking chance of victory on our side.
Oh, I'm not using it again. I'm not using it. I'm not using tickets. I'm not using fucking shit. Fates. No. Fuck no. I'm not using that again. I swear to fuck no. I give up, bro. Shit. I'm not using tickets. It's bullshit anyway. You gave me 4. It's so annoying. Oh, man. I swear, bro. I swear. I'm not using tickets. Fuck that thing, bro. I swear this is bullshit. I am so mentally distraught, man. I can't do shit. Yeah. So I'm pissed with this bullshit, bro. Bro, I want to use casters. Come on. I want dragon shit, bro. I know dragon. I want quantum waifu, bro. I want it. Alright. I gotta farm first. I don't know. Unless there's magic, I can't do anything. Okay, I can do it. If they're magic damage, I can do shit. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm like a guard. It's bullshit. I'm listening to a story about a guard. It's his job. And yeah.
His name essentially told it all. A man wearing a dirty, tattered SS uniform with a cracked gas mask covering his face. In one hand, he gripped his signature Count Vanessa 42 blade that was inexplicably unbreakable. No matter what the hell he tried doing to it, he held a flamethrower connected to a massive tank on his back, sprayed out Lieutenant Scorching black flames that would supposedly yield pain beyond comprehension if you were ever to come in contact with it. You could say that I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. The only other way out was taking a plunge over the rail in front of me, before I considered simply saying my terrific massive tank on his back, with sprayed out the kind of scorching black light that would yield pain beyond comprehension if you you were ever to come in contact with it. You could say that I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. The only other way out was taking the plunge over the rail in front of me, onto the massive screaming bodies 50 feet below. Before I considered simply saying my prayers, I felt a hand tugging my sleeve to my side, giving me another heart attack. But this time, it was good news. For once, there was Wilbur standing, poking his head out from what appeared to be some kind of hidden wall. What's the road? He whispered out, pulling me in. He closed the door behind him, plunging us into the complete darkness. What the hell is this place? I asked, hardly expecting a detailed response. He began to illuminate the cave using his own flashlight.
I'm so pissed! I'm so pissed, bro. I'm not doing that again. Goodbye, goodbye. I'm not using any kind of tickets. I'm not using shit no more. I hate this bullshit. I swear I'm not using tickets! Hell no! I give up! I hate this. I give up, man. I give up, bro. I hate this shit.
There was only one chair. I guess this is beyond explaining.
I give up. Alright. I no more that more. I'm not doing that shit again.
I took the suggestion, letting my eyes drift over the screens. What I
The
saw
metal
was any other screen. Each one was a different section of crystals, all displayed.
I'm not thinking that again.
Some tried fighting.
This bullshit, man. I hate it. I want casters. Why am I actually yelling about the yeah.
But then I caught something interesting on the screen below.
Bro, I want casters. Are you fucking serious? Give it caster. Okay, I'm so pissed with this bullshit, bro. I swear. I can't do it no more. I lost my pulse. I lost my waifu. I can't do shit. Oh my god, I only have white.
That hope was only bolstered.
I don't have my waifu no more.
Utterly dousing IAGSP with a relentless wave of black flames, with the latter struggling to move forward as a result. But of course, my hope was
gone. All my tickets are gone. I hate this.
Even if only one void was left standing at the end of everything.
I give up, man. I want to waste it all. I don't care. I don't give a fuck no more. I hate this bullshit, man.
At this point, my future is uncertain at best. Maybe I'll get lucky, maybe not. But in the meantime, I suppose I'll just enjoy the show and see how things turn out.
You see my pressing here? I'm gonna piss this bullshit. I give up, man. I'm gonna waste all my shit. I hate this.
I couldn't disagree with Sandy's assessment of the bizarre room we found ourselves in. The monitors only illuminated the area up until a certain point. However, we couldn't see any walls, which meant that the place had to be bigger than what could be seen, either by a little or a lot. We couldn't know unless we decided to venture further into the darkness. Neither of us took that initiative, though, keeping it a mystery. Still, it didn't feel like anybody was in there with us, so we allowed ourselves to relax a bit. I took the first initiative, lying back in the chair, focusing on the monitor that I deemed most interesting at the moment.
No, I give up, man. I don't have a. I want an enforced character. All right. Oh shit. Bullshit, man.
I was morbidly eager to see these two horrific titans square off. Amongst us guards, we created an unofficial tier system, ranking each respective boy in terms of estimated threat.
I give up. I'm not using this shit again. I swear, bro. 65, my asshole, bro.
Tsunami, hurricane, mid, earthquake, asteroid, IS, imminent death. Get fucked up. They were also divided into subdivisions: high, low, mid, etc.
I hate this. I want elf, but I don't have elf, bro. Well, it's just a curse. I don't know why. Dude, I'm so pissed with this.
Want to make a bet? I asked Sandy, half joking. He chuckled. You know my luck's cursed, but I guess if we don't make it out of here alive, then my debt's null anyway. Lose was more of a defensive combatant, So it wasn't surprising when Wirehead initiated the conflict. He twirled his bat around, still with the remnants
I don't
of
see any
flesh
of you.
clinging on it, in a near mocking fashion at Luz.
Hello, just pulling a character here.
Luz hardly reacted, of course. That's
Well,
just the way he
I'm
was.
just.
In response, he stepped
And
forward,
gone no more. I
electricity
don't know.
flickering through his hands and up to his
Alright.
forearms. Wirehead followed suit.
Alright, let's go back to Mlbb. Alright, I
managed to
wait till
intercept with one of his
okay,
forearms.
yeah.
Nevertheless, the wire still pierced his skin. Wirehead followed it up with a headbutt. This time, it connected with the flesh of Luz's face, slicing him up rather gruesomely. But
It's
despite his
gone.
seemingly creative,
It is gone. No more. And I'm not doing that again. Okay, I'm pissed.
he was incapable of feeling any pain. Like I said,
Gone now because the game's shit.
about him for sure.
No more that one. I'm not doing that again. I swear to fuck.
Residing in the Arctic Circle.
Fuck that, man.
In fact,
Dude, I'm not
he was
doing
the
that.
sole survivor of an incident that decimated his village.
Never again. Never again. I'm not doing that shit no more. So
After
done.
taking a headbutt, Luz was now in striking
so
range. He formed his fingers into
Ah,
an arrow
lots
shape
of
and drove them
cool.
into Wirehead's
I got
solar
your part.
plexus before electrocuting his inside.
I got your part for doing that. Okay.
As he swung
I'm so pissed with this
just about
bullshit.
demolishing Luz's ribcage. No reaction from
I'm
the
crashing out because I didn't get shit.
took his other hand and
Oh
wrapped
my
it around
god,
Wirehead's
am I
neck.
stuck here?
Any normal
Good
person
shit.
would have succumbed to Luz's electrical shocks.
It's the only piss. I don't get pissed with Mlbb. I'm just annoyed. Now I'm pissed. Alright? And I don't get shit. No, I'm not using that shit again. I swear. I'm not using that again. Hell no. Okay.
Unsurprisingly, Luz didn't bat an eye. Wirehead went in for the kill, tossing Luz's body onto the ground,
Done.
smashing it until it resembled nothing more than a mess of bloody pulp and broken bones. But somehow, it was still alive. Among the gruesome pile, I could see an eye gleam. Once Wirehead had exhausted himself from his relentless swinging, Luz took his chance. Using his one arm that hadn't been smashed to bits, he crawled over and grabbed Wirehead by the foot before scaling him up to his neck. Once there, he drilled his fist into Wirehead's forehead, utterly
No, I'm
shredding
not
his
I'm
hand
not
in the
using.
process.
Hell no.
In the end,
Fuck
it was
no.
worth the sacrifice. He was able to electrocute Wirehead's brain, finally causing the behemoth to drop. So I guess he won? Sanders said. I guess.
Sniper ready.
I
Give
have
me a
my own
target.
reservations about calling Luz's performance a victory. By the end of it, all of his limbs and
I
his
don't
spine had
have
been
it
shattered, and not
anymore.
an inch of his body wasn't hosting
Why?
a series of deep cuts. The good side of his
fucking
face
hell,
had
bro.
also been chipped away to the skull, leaving only his eye and half of his nose intact.
Oh, can I not get that character? I swear.
Of desperation
I hate
and
this.
concern, calmly crawling
Dude,
away
that's
from the
amazing
scene
animation.
using
I
his
like
one
this.
mangled hand.
But I can't get it.
I could still see the current
And
flowing
why?
through it as
Too
well.
dumb.
A telltale
I'm pissed
sign
at
that
it.
he was ready to pick up
Pissed
another
at it,
fight.
bro.
Nice comeback victory.
I don't have jack
Sanders
shit.
said.
Okay.
I don't see him making it
shall
far,
be
though.
in their
Not
blood.
as a tornado tier.
The light
Yeah,
belongs
we
to
made all that
witch.
shit up. It's not like it means anything. I responded. Truth be told, I was nearly rooting for Luz at the end there. Something about his resilience resonated with me, as bizarre
Is
as
it?
may
Is it
seem.
like procrastinated? This
I scanned
bullshit,
the
man.
rest
I
of the
swear.
monitors, while
I'm gonna
Wirehead
crash out.
and Luz were squared off.
Okay.
The undead Nazi had burnt IAGSP to crisp on another monitor. Morgie
Crash
turned
out
around with a
because I
bullet
didn't get that.
that I
This is
recognized
bullshit.
as a
I don't jump part, bro.
shot.
Just kidding.
3 down.
I'm pissed with jump
I'm up
part,
to
bro. I
myself.
swear, bro. It's useless anyways. So dumb.
Sandy went
I
out.
got pissed over
I
my
followed his eyes to a
bullshit.
monitor near the bottom of the
I
room.
swear, bro. I'm
He
gonna
was
fuck
right.
this game, man.
This one was gonna be good. Standing at the opposite sides of the kitchen were Trench, 6'3", 197.
No, fuck it, man. I'm gonna use your part, bro. I'm gonna switch it to your part. Freaking my Acheron. I don't care.
And Senju,
This dumb shit.
5'10", 177.
That is the dumbest shit I've seen in my life. I swear. Fuck, man. It's bullshit.
67 kilograms. Trench was a silent entity.
Fuck no, bro.
Entirely in ancient-looking deep-sea diving gear, except for the head. which
Is
had a
he
helmet.
one?
However,
Bro, you swell, bro.
his
It's
face
dumb.
regardless. Completely
Yeah.
distorted. So much so that if you tried focusing on the details, all you were getting was a
What?
nasty
What
eye
was?
gleam. On top of that, he was invisible in person. Let me explain. If you were standing in front of him, you wouldn't be able to see him. The only way to get a glimpse of him was through secondary means, cameras, mirrors, etc., which made him all the more dangerous. As for how he killed people, it was either quickly or using his
What do you want?
similar to Diaxis, so
What do you mean?
once you were in his presence,
No. I'm live streaming.
comparable to what you feel somebody's head off.
What about her?
Reason, he was in the mid-hurricane tier.
Come on. Where do you don't go, right? Don't go. Ask her, bro.
Were supposed to meet. When he gets serious, his eyes will roll into the back of his head, and black veins will begin bulging out from underneath his skin. At that point, he'll be moving so fast that his motions become impossible to keep up with.
Nah, do some other time.
Enough to completely vaporize a human head. But in all honesty, he's one of those.
I'm not done. Jeez. I'm out of schedule here. And hey, yeah, my charger doesn't work. I swear to fuck, man. I swear. I'm pissed at it. I'm not getting it. I'm not go for tickets no more. I swear to fuck, man. I'm not go for tickets. This is bullshit, man. I hate not this bullshit, bro. I'm not going for tickets no more. I'm not going for tickets. This is bullshit. I go for Japan for no damn reason. Why the fuck is it Japan, bro? Why Japan, asshole, bro? I hate this. I hate this so much.
If we couldn't see his tracks before, it was beyond impossible now. He rushed forward, unleashing a massive
I'm gonna die here. I swear. I don't know. Their combine is kind of like. I don't know.
He seemed to let out a shriek. Crazy fucker. I thought to myself, what the hell did it take for somebody to become like this? At that point, he could easily give up on the Pacific Island.
I'm so pissed, bro. I hate this. I hate this so much. Bro, the mechanics, I already got a... I'm so dumb. I'm not buying... No buying tickets no more. This dumb shit, bro. I'm not buying tickets, bro. I swear, bro. I'm not buying tickets no more. I swear to fuck. I'm not buying shit, bro. I'm not buying shit no more.
He leapt back, his arms linked to his side, dodging the falling angel. I found it hard to believe they weren't going to completely burst altogether. With one arm, Senju lifted a metal table and swung it to the side of Trunch's head. He wasted no time, grabbing a large frying pan, bouncing at his incapacitated opponent, knocking them both over.
I don't see anything there.
Absolutely absurdity and danger of the situation was beginning to injuries and successive fits of fighting spirit. Head exploded, throwing the two of us off. Another figure stepped into frame, whom we recognized completely.
I really hate the ending of the story, I don't know.
His body appeared to be robotic, but moved like legitimate metal flesh. imagine to look at. On top of that, he resembled his devil himself. Reddish black, alien, metallic shell, a mouth full of exposed razor-like teeth, rectangular, slanty crimson eyes, large mechanical wings, something three prongs or whatever it is. He also had a rocket launcher atop his head. He was unanimously considered to be one of the most dangerous voids residing in the chasm, rated at a high earthquake. Even if Senju was at his full strength, he wouldn't have stood a chance. Oh shit. I said, utter massacre, sitting atop a pile of guard bodies that must have eclipsed 6 feet, was Hugo Light, aka 6'2", 189 centimeters, 200 pounds, 91 kilos. Like his name indicated, he was dressed in a traditional vicar priest outfit. Black hair and about 14 bags what his real motivations were. It's not likely he really followed the rules of any religion on earth. Despite his outfit, he just went on long rants about the sin and the futility of existence and how the basically, he wanted to kill every sentient being on earth and himself. He knows about that. Was interesting as well, and one of the few we actually knew about. He used to be the prolific who patrolled the most dangerous parts of Rio. So much so that he earned a reputation among the He was still only human. During one fateful mission, his entire unit was massacred during an ambush attack by about a goal of taking him down. He was the only survivor, but was captured in the process. After being really tortured in the warehouse for about 5 hours, the lights went out. During this period of darkness, the only survivor every single gang member in the building by at the end of the bloodbath, he could hear footsteps slowly approaching him, before a deep, raspy voice found himself in his bed with all of his wounds and his torture section just about healed. All wounds were like marks on his neck. His appearance had also changed drastically. Dark eyes, he couldn't handle being exposed. He found himself strength, which he used to brutalize not vigilante. One night, he went into a frenzy, breaking into the house of a suspected rapist and killing everybody inside. Everybody, including the rapist and the guards, remaining strong no matter what.
I'm pissed! I'm still pissed, bro. I'm not doing this shit. Every gotcha fucking system. I'm not doing that shit.
Still put him at a low hurricane, same as you do.
No.
On the monitor, I can see Kale's
Why? Not anymore. It's bullshit. Heavenly bit cold. Why? My god, I want waifu, bro. I don't want fucking Hanbanzo, bro. Hanbanzo is only freaking like Genshin Impact. Jesus Christ. Dude, only have Hanbanzo is Genshin Impact. And then because of Genshin Impact. Raw damage.
Come on, let's settle this. Hugo put a hand on his blade cross before muttering another prayer to himself. He looked up at Kale, his eyes now a deep crimson. The atrocities I commit are only in the pursuit of ultimate holiness. I hope you can understand. Kale grinned. Yeah, I get it. Crazy people are crazy.
I'm pissed! Okay, I'm so pissed, bro. I lost a 50-50. Nah, not ever again, bro. Never. Never, bro. I'm not doing that shit no more. Or I'm not getting points. This is bullshit, bro. I hate this. Fuck no, bro. I swear to fuck no. This is bullshit. I give up, man. I give up. I'm not doing anything. Because I got a fucking Japard. So dumb. Stupid shit. Okay, I'm pissed. I swear. I'm so pissed. It is bullshit. I swear to fuck. Yeah, I hate this bullshit, bro.
Kale had suffered upwards of 20 fatal injuries, forcing his regeneration ability to break.
Got a target now, so you go.
Clad in ancient gladiator armor. That was him. In one of his hands, he gripped a gigantic flaming sword, and in the other, he had two leashes, both holding respective voids at the neck, crawling at his feet like dogs straight from hell.
I give up. This is bullshit.
208 centimeters, 253 pounds, 115 kilograms.
How many minutes is?
Monster with strange flickering eyes and a grin that wrapped around its entire head. The other was the humanish centipede, 6'4".
I think 40 minutes.
Standing height, 372 pounds, 169 kilograms. A centipede-like creature that had a vaguely human face covered in 6 eyes, with an iron muzzle obscuring the mouth area.
I give up. I'm not getting crystals. I'm not getting that one. Fuck no, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. I hate that. Okay. Oh, you see, bro. Bro, I'm not getting glue, bro. This shit.
This is heating up, I said, turning towards Sandu. He didn't respond at first.
Well, yeah, I lost 53. I don't give a fuck no more. Cause I got your part. I got your part. It was useless skill. What the fuck is this? Useless skill, bro. It's useless ice fucking asshole, bro. I swear, bro.
I've never seen Sandu more serious.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill that fucker, bro. I swear to fuck, man. This bullshit, bro. I don't even get it. Down, so I'll go down, okay.
Somewhere in the distance behind us. Just ignore it. It was easier said than done. And honestly, was it even a good idea? In my head, I ran through a list of potential voids. Of course, none of them were really ideal, especially not the rowdy clown. whose laugh sounded hauntingly similar to the one we were hearing behind us. And then we heard it again, louder this time. I muttered a barely audible "fuck" in response. Realistically, if it did turn out to be one of the boys, we were as good as done.
I swear, this is bullshit. Okay. No, that is bullshit.
In the meantime, Hugo and Kale were about to fight the gladiator and his minions. Hey, Englishman, Kale said. Can you regenerate quickly? Hugo sighed, stretching his neck out.
First of all, do not call me that. It's rather crass, and no, not much thought to the average man. But no matter. God has ordained me as a holy commission. He won't let me die until I fulfill my duty.
And Kale just laughed. You're a real piece of work. Let's see if the God helps us make it out of this.
Do you want who I'm looking for?
The gladiator bellowed before releasing his leashes.
Take out the trash.
The freak ran about 6 steps before having its face caved in and neck subsequently snapped by Hugo. In the meantime, the centipede began crawling towards Kale. Who the fuck created this thing? He asked, shuddering slightly. The centipede lifted itself up, swiping 2 of its arms at the visibly disturbed vampire. Yeah, shit, don't touch me! He shouted before kicking its face, removing its muzzle in the process. He regretted that decision instantly. The centipede had 4 or 5 rows of spike-like teeth, with a horde of flesh-covered tentacles squirming out of its mouth. One of them grabbed Kale by the leg, dragging him down.
My legacy shall endure.
He shouted, attempting to squirm out of the appendage's grasp. Nevertheless, Hugo came to the rescue, turning the centipede's head into mush with one vicious stomp. He shot Kale a cold glaze.
Take his name in vain again, and I'll tempt my
That's why I excel with this one.
His face still utterly disgusted. Yeah.
Hello, my friend.
Run me.
Who was grinning something malicious.
Congratulations. You two have earned the privilege of being my combat slaves.
I'd rather fucking die.
That is
The youthful suffering.
Disease like you shall perish at his will.
Hugo added. The gladiator drew his smoldering sword, which must have been the size of a person. He roared. The 2 rushed him simultaneously, attempting to bury the burning menace
So,
with a flurry of
who's
quick
next?
strikes. That wasn't the best idea. They couldn't even touch the gladiator without suffering from burns themselves. Kale sighed. Some asshole just had to dig this fuck up, didn't they? The gladiator stepped forward, unleashing a big swing that singed a few hairs off of Hugo's head. He shouted before sending a hard cross at the gladiator, shattering his chest plate armor in the process. You're pretty strong there, Britt. We might just win.
I'm crashing out because I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing it again. It's bullshit, man. I hate this shit.
Hugo moved toward the gladiator with seemingly unwavering resolve. His eyes shining a bright crimson. His face was wrought with
I
such
swear,
intense,
it's bullshit.
stoic
I hate
that
this. I
nearly
hate this
forgot that his
shit.
ultimate goal was to commit global genocide and began cheering him on. The gladiator sneered at the challenge, swinging his blade once again. This time, Hugo deflected it with an elbow, cracking the metal while doing so. He followed up by directing a flying hook kick at the gladiator's jaw, managing to rip it off completely. Kale followed by biting into the gladiator's shoulder and tearing a large chunk off, burning most of his face in the process. He said, spitting out the charred, undead flesh.
I hate this, I swear.
He relaxed, staring at his scorched face.
I think they should have watched Jungle, and that's why I keep recommending the Jungle. I don't know.
Letting out a frenzy.
Ah! I hate this.
He managed to dodge
And I
most of
am
the
not
gladiator's blows,
gonna
only to
pull
recover from
anymore.
his last punch. Still,
I'm not gonna take it anymore. It's bullshit. Okay.
sending him flying into the steel rail,
I swear, bro.
causing it to bend.
Tickets are bullshit, bro.
Kale stared out, staring down at the unsightly wound. Nope, that's not good. Hugo exhaled.
Tickets no more, bro. I'm not going for tickets. Bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit. I swear to fuck.
There was an evident skill gap between the 2 boys, with Hugo landing about 90%
I'm
of
not
his
doing
attacks.
tickets, bro.
On the
This
other
shit.
hand, the gladiator only managed to land
I'm going
3
for
or 4
Dahlia,
clean hits
okay.
of his own. Nevertheless,
Dude.
each of them dealt far more damage than any
Oh
of
my
Hugo's.
god.
After about a minute of fighting, Hugo's left arm was completely mangled. His right rib cage had been shattered, and the entire right side of his face was burnt. The gladiator had also taken a fair amount of damage, but not nearly enough to even slow him down. Kale groaned as he attempted to insert himself back into the fight, but that task wasn't an easy one. He could barely move with his torso just about completely destroyed.
I suppose this must be my final.
Using his good arm, Hugo removed the upper section of his robe, revealing a pale, mutilated, scar-ridden body beneath. He uttered another prayer before looking up to the ceiling, tears now flowing up his eyes. He muttered, along with his eyes, his body began glowing with red. Exactly. However, I was certain that I was about to see a head rolling.
Why are you here? I don't even do that.
Interrupted by his neck being cranked to the side as the flaming machine dropped and so did Hugo. By then, his tail had regenerated.
Dude, what the hell?
Gasped, half grinning.
ぎ払いすり抜ける。
But the whole attachment thing, he held out his hand in an attempt to help Hugo get up. However, Hugo shook his head. Oh, shut the fuck up, Kel said, picking up Hugo's limp body and lumbering it over his shoulder. We'll find you some painkillers then. You'll be back on your feet in no time.
俺はお前たちとは相入れない道にいる。
Well, I don't think I could have handled it, so I guess I owe you. Fuck.
容赦はしない。
Maybe you'll have something coming. There's also a lot of you. We don't have to destroy it all. Still carrying him over his shoulders, Kale stopped. I did a quick sweep of the other monitors. I've taken out 2 more of the lower tier ones. Mlbb was engaged with a high hurricane of away cases from the cannon. 270 pounds, 122 kilograms. Like the name suggested, he was a very large, burly man in a mechanics outfit that enjoyed obliterating skulls all over the sky. On another monitor, the undead Knox had just finished slicing the governors.
今度は俺が陽動をかける。
20 left. Anywhere near done. Check it out, Sandy said. There's still 4 voids who haven't escaped yet. Sure enough, he was right.
Use my old technique. I don't know. Ah! I'm not using that again. I'm not using that again.
1,438
off.
662 kilograms. A colossal entity with capabilities that were nigh impossible to deal with. It was humanoid by the fact that there wasn't an ounce of fat in his body. Harder than steel, skin, razor-like veins bulging at every square inch. They had 6 sets of mouth full of fangs.
今度は俺が陽動をかける。
Exaggerated, of course. It was fortified to goddamn hell. No electronic locks connected to a central system either, which is probably what to begin with. Good thing too. He was a low.
なぎ払いすり抜ける。
Ironically enough, this guy could have used to run a version of his own. Prison that might be was beyond me.
俺はお前たちと
He had pale white skin,
お前たちとは相入れない道にいる。
his trench coat was long and perpetually bloody, sweeping the floor as he walked. I've heard stories about the guy. Supposedly, he killed upwards of 700 prisoners during a breach of his prison, managing to come out unscathed from it. Obviously, the next scene was quite different. a simple moniker, the calamity of Earth.
今度はこれが陽動。
Unknown to everyone except the top officials overseeing this entire fucking operation. Hell, we don't even know where it was. The only thing we had to monitor was the still contained. Yellow would break out in progress actually immediately. And red, break, two. What do we know about this thing? Nothing. The fact that the breach would most likely result in a nuclear catastrophe. Of course, it was a high asteroid. The only high asteroid, in fact. But unlike the three overpowered monsters I've already talked about, he was a lot different. The kid, 5'6". As his name implies, the only thing we knew about him was that he apparently had extraordinary undisclosed abilities. Abilities he used to slaughter his entire village. Who the hell knows what actually happened? To me and nearly every other guard, he just seemed like your average. He ever exerted caution around him. Unlike the rest of the boys here, he just did as he did. I can't believe it under all circumstances. Who wouldn't even bother putting a threat level on that? There's a lot of stuff going on here in the guards that I don't quite understand. We're doing there. Do a lot of voids in here deserve to be locked up? They deserve to be wiped off the face of the earth. I never understood why we bothered using taxpayer money just to keep them alive. And then there were the ones who I wasn't quite sure belonged here at all. Did they even do anything wrong? Who knows, but one thing was for sure. They were different. Exceptional, I guess. I always tried suppressing arbiter of morality. At that moment, he was once again. Despite looking more or less like a normal woman, she was a brutal assassin that wasn't too concerned with the she had the black ability to shoot off the rapid succession. About 50-50. She had Jack on the rope, with what must have been over 100 blades planted firmly within the killer's body, including both of his eyes. Still, he had yet to give up as he swung wide at his bat. He must have picked it up, blindly and wildly around him. Bella wasn't unscathed herself. It looked as if she'd taken a couple of bite mark on her hand. Nevertheless, blasting the killer's threat, finally ending his grim legacy. Once she was done with that, she let out a loud sigh, clutching her ribs and wincing in pain. Unlike most of the other voids, she wasn't capable of
俺は
taking
お
too
前
much
たちとは
punishment.
お前たちとは相入れない
For about half a minute before Bella stuck out her hand and smiled.
今度は俺が言うと
Without electrocuting her. Another human, and one that I wouldn't necessarily have mechanic, and his next fight he was a few steps from coming across the hall. In the meantime, funny enough, John had not seen his fight square off. 215 pounds. Centimeters, 215 pounds, 102 kilograms. Tending to the latter's wounds. I thought about it. There were 4 more boys that had definitely escaped, but I learned about 2 of them. Within the chasm, there were 4 asteroid tier voids in total. 2 of them were contained. The problem was rather obvious. There were no more who still hadn't joined the fight. All 4 asteroids still had 3 high earthquakes as well. TFB&H likely on their way. About a sudden ruckus laughter. I looked at Sandu, but his face was dead serious. That meant with everything that was going on, I forgot about the elephant in there. Sure enough, they were I braced myself for whatever horrific instinct. Out in between chuckles. Pants right now. The joke's gone on long enough. Who the fuck are you? Sandu asked, sounding somewhat agitated. The man put his hands up in an ostensibly defensive
I hate this. Oh, it's my caster. I don't want elf, bro. I want elf. I want an elf, bro. I want Amelia. Jack shit. Type shit, so. Myself slowly backing away, but for whatever reason, he stood his ground, facing the strange man without reservation. I suppose it also helped that he was some 6'4". He held up his hand, but not yet. What? Is it me? He lifted his shirt collar and taken away. I've been busy. Who the fuck are you? Sandu insisted. And don't
succeeded in this way. But why? Well, that's where it does get a little crazy. Now, have you ever hopped dimensions?
What the fuck?
見せてやるよシャリンガンの本当の力をな
He chuckled somewhat goofily. Still a novice, but at least I'm out there doing it, living life, you know? Anyway, the multiverse is massive, obviously. A lot of crazy worlds out there and just waiting to be explored, but he paused. I made a mistake last month. You see, I was watching a brutal big stage fighting tournament called the Racing Championship on a planet called Hellscape. It's a real fucked up place, but drugs, laws, are mostly unenforced there, so, you know, it's alright, I guess. Anyway, I'm up in the stands, 12th row, just blitzed out of my fucking mind on Astro Coke. It's like regular Coke, if regular Coke was actually good. He blew his nose into a disgusting handkerchief. But sometimes you make bad decisions when you're juiced. I guess school taught us something else, huh? Long story short, I made a deal with some fucking sketchy intergalactic gang leader named Bones IV that I'd provide him a fighter that would guarantee him a win for the next tournament. But obviously I was just talking shit. Not sure why the guy believed me, and Astro Cokehead of all people. He burst out laughing again. Well, I'll never understand the rich. Okay, I responded, barely comprehending what I had just been told. Assuming that what you just said that you're not completely fucking bonkers, why don't you just tell the guy you don't have a fight? Well, he gesture with his hands. The guy paid up front. A metric fuck ton of intergalactic currency and about Astro Coke. Well, then just go and give him the back.
Ha!
Alright, Mr. Self-Control, teach me your secrets. Look, I've blown all the money. I still have a few kilos.
I want Castorus. I give up! No, fuck you.
So, what the hell?
No, hell no, I give up no more.
You're just gonna drive
Huh?
past
I'm not going for tickets no more. That's bullshit anyways.
tournament more of a haphazard free-for-all. And I'm no logistics expert after all. I didn't know what the hell I was supposed to say to the guy. If you're behind the breach, then you're responsible for the deaths of hundreds of guards, hundreds of good men. Most of them good men. Adrian rolled his eyes. Yeah, okay, real loss, huh? I'm just trying to live my life here, man. You're insane. Look, did that comment get us anywhere? You feel better now after stating the obvious? No reply from Sandy. Adrian sighed. Look, can we just enjoy the show now? What's done is... He was interrupted by Sandy trying to tackle him to the ground. The man did know jiu-jitsu, but no luck. He couldn't even get Adrian to budge. I saw the veins in his forehead bulging as he apparently exerted all of his strength to subdue the strange...
Don't know the power
He said through gritted
dark
teeth.
side.
This guy's strong. Adrian simply pulled out a pack of cigarettes, looking completely unbothered. You know, I've taken a lot of strange drugs
Hope
from
we'll
a lot
find
of
a way,
different dimensions.
even when
One of
all
them
is
found
forlorn.
a steroid. Also, he began grinning like a maniac. I'm no stranger to training. Wouldn't survive out there if I was weak like you guys. He picked up Sandy by the collar and gently tossed him back. Given the circumstances, I'll forgive that you just tried to attack me. Now, why don't we just sit here?
True love
And I held
is
up
like
my
blood.
hand. One last question, if you will. Adrian rolled his eyes and groaned like a child. Come on, let me see the cut shit. But fine, hurry up. The last void standing. They're bound to be pretty strong,
Wherever I go,
right? Adrian nodded.
pain,
Stronger
please.
than you? Well, no shit. I'm not trying to grab some chump. Okay, so how the hell do you
I hate this. I love. Okay.
Demons shall bathe in their
Adrian
blood.
stared at me just about the
Life
stupidest
belongs
look on his
to
face for about
I
10
hate this
seconds.
bullshit. I
Well, I
swear.
know what they say.
Be it
He
family
cracked his
or
knuckles.
destiny.
You just gotta live in the now. You're an idiot. Would an idiot get this far? The idiot had a good point. If he really was the mastermind behind the breach, then the guy had some wicked skills. But at the same time, his common sense was close to non-existent. I'll figure it out.
Our deck is online.
He said. In the meantime, he shot us both a rather menacing glare. Let's enjoy the damn show. I locked eyes briefly with Sandy. I understood why he was angry. I was too.
Was you here for stargazing?
Really beyond helping. We could only do as we were told. Well, we've been talking. The Nazis had defeated the Soviet, although he did suffer gruesome injuries from the back. His gas mask.
Welcome to the greatest mag show of all time.
In fact, his entire body had been pummeled to near pulp as he struggled to limp along the rails. Adrian grunted. Ah, great. We missed the World War II rematch. I hope you guys are happy with yourselves. The guy really was like a child, a really capable, psychotic child. In other news, Satanbot blew up Morgie, along with the entire corridor, while the surgeon had made a surprise discovery after disemboweling the spider's abdomen. It was filled with about 200 smaller humanoid spiders that began swarming him. It was hard not to shudder at the sight. Bella and Luz looked like they were still trying to find a way out, while Kale and Hugo had encountered the rowdy clown. 7 foot, 234 centimeters, 177 pounds, 80 kilograms.
Did Master Sin? It's only 2 feet.
His appearance didn't just make
No, I don't think so. But yeah.
He made you fear life itself. An impossibly tall, skinny, pale, ghoul-like humanoid dressed in a bloody, dirty 1960s clown costume, with twitching, twig-like fingers and cracked red lips, enveloping a mouth filled with sharp, sticky black teeth. Then there was the fact that he had no eyes and 2 thin, bleeding slits for a nose. I really do wonder what kind of god could have created such an entity. But he wasn't terribly strong, only being a tsunami. Rowdy spat a mouthful of dark, angry spit at Kale, dissolving the right side of his face.
The enemy reaches the
Kale trying to wipe the ungodly process.
Just nuke this fucking place.
Rowdy began cackling like the hellish
This will be a day long
swinging a lead balloon attached to barbed wire right to the still injured Hugo's head. However, Kale managed to intercept him at the last moment, breaking his own hand in the process. Suddenly, a pair of giant bat-like wings sprouted from his back.
Fuck me.
He flew towards Rowdy before dropping to his head.
Are you actually?
I would, but doing so makes me
I don't know. I didn't do that.
back on the surface. Oh, fuck it. I muttered as I began seeing the black holes around me. I felt the cold hand on my shoulder, followed by a tight into my ear. Hesitantly, I looked up at the surgeon's cold, dark gaze as he grinned like a maniac down at me. Then as he dropped, he let out a big breath of air, stretching out his knuckles. There's no running from the rain. And besides, wouldn't have stood a chance. Is he dead? I stammered out, looking down at the limp surgeon. Yeah. I shook my head in disbelief. Sniper holes. Adrian shot me a smile.
Gotta practice. I don't know.
Spider intact, torturing me to apple without hesitation, allowing me to breathe easier. Immediately after taking out the spider, across As much as I hated sympathizing with Nazis, the guy could have kept brave. The chatter was the kind of creature that parents attempt to scare them into being good. Everyone was being jagged and distorted, covered by thin, borderline translucent hands, still inexplicably bulletproof. His eyes slowly surging claws, while his long, black, matted hair swayed wildly as he switched around. And then there were things they were giants, about twice the size of a normal human, and coinciding rapidly and constantly chattering like hell.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
His teeth rattling together like a frenzied demonic drum. The Nazi responded by abruptly engulfing him in a sea of flames. However, the chattering man simply walked through it completely unscathed. I could see the Nazi clench his jaw and appear to be Scatterer was surprisingly fast, dodging his strikes before biting down on the Nazi's flamethrower tank. The subsequent explosion flung them both into the air, destroying a good portion of the Nazi's back in the process. On the other hand, the chattering man only suffered a few cracked teeth. Holy hell, I muttered. I've never actually seen the Shattering Man. Not that I was before rushing back towards his disturbing opponent. He managed to sink his blade into the Shattering Man's shoulder, completely shattering what remained of his mask, revealing his full zombified figure. The Shattering Man fighting blood everywhere. He rolled up and his arm off before savagely beating the undead soldier. Grabbing the knife that was still lodged inside the Shattering Man's shoulder, carving the leather gap, extended down his ribcage. Nevertheless, his initially impressive run was finally over. Not seeming to acknowledge the wound at all, the Shattering Man plunged two bony fists into the Nazi's chest, ripping the torso in half. Quite the gruesome display for sure, but Adrian seemed to revel in it. They let out a
Nope.
165 pounds, 70 kilograms.
Nah, I don't know.
His mid-20s with short, light brown hair and a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow, dressed in a plain white t-shirt and track pants. He also wore a pair of unprotected earrings connected to a that never seemed to run out of battery. And of course, he never stopped dancing. He was a mid-asteroid. He was big in the entire chasm. Hell, it's entirely possible to track him in the sun. We've never seen a fight against the top two after all. Man so dangerous. Who the hell knew? Like most of the prisoners, he was truly beyond explanation.
I am altering
If I had to classify him,
I
he'd
don't
100%
alter it any
be
further.
chaotic neutral. He had no concept of good or evil, no sense of right or wrong, no goals,
The
no ideals.
force is with
The guy just wanted to dance. Sure as hell was a menace while doing so. Yet, he would never go out of his way to bother you. He just had to get his. He could disintegrate people just by touching them. Dancing in your body, nothing but shreds of flesh and blood behind. And if you're really stopping him, boy.
Why?
You see, his eyes were always closed when
I
he was
mean-
dancing. If that means he was out. And then all hell would break loose. He'd go on a rampage until he got the sword side. And nothing could take him down in a process. Nothing. For that reason, it was better to leave him alone, allowing him to dance. For that reason, he was always large, giving him plenty of room to do so. Fun fact, he listens to many genres, but his favorite is EDM, especially melodic trance. Bad news for everyone, and Kale knew it. Shit, he muttered. We're not dealing with that. Why?
I got one, that's it.
Is he strong?
Kale nodded. More than you know. But before he could make the biggest mistake of his life, Kale scooped him up and began running the other direction. Let's not do that. Yeah, big boys are coming out. Adrian's abrupt shout nearly shattered my ears. I glanced over to see which monitor he was looking at, and I understood his excitement. Saint Law had come across his next opponent.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Opposite him on a walkway on the very
Bruh.
top floor.
Why? You left your base untouched.
375 pounds. He was a mid-athlete, calamity and a dancing guy in terms of estimated strength. He was actually a special case. You see, he was originally held in the Chinese equivalent of the chasm, known as the well. However, for political favor, exchange, mind you. He's also interesting in the sense that he wasn't born with any supernatural abilities or superhuman prowess. His danger came from his brilliant but unhinged mind and his obsession with the concept of transhumanism and being the change that gives humanity into a new technological age. His original progress-driven ideals could have been deemed noble at some point, but then he
This will be a day long remembered.
prove that it's better to do once we fully integrate ourselves with technology. And how did he decide to do that? By trying to kill anybody and everybody he saw. His power came from his suit, which he apparently semi-fused with his own body. It was comprised comprised of a dark, with it, he had a vast arsenal of devastating powered weapons. That weapon was where the science ended and the fucked up shit began. Being about 5 feet and 152 centimeters long and glowing a deep ember, this sword was an enigma. But I'm not sure how he made it or what he did to obtain it. Anytime he swung it, a sharp, ear-splitting roar could be heard from everywhere and nowhere at once. And then from the tip of the utterly annihilating anything in the area with its flames, fangs, and claws. You could only see it for about a second, and most guards were under the impression that it didn't exist.
Destroy the
But it
turret.
does. Sander said. Adrian pulled an old looking pack of peanuts from his back pocket and stuck his hand in his mouth.
Dude, I look like what he's doing?
The first offensive.
What's I look like doing, bro?
Every shot, closing the distance and moving in the process. Both of their movements were incredibly hard to follow, of course. Once he got close, he attempted to strike Blue with his tail, but he'd have a block by a large shield that abruptly materialized in his forearm. Blue attempted to slice the tail off with a large axe, but Satan Bot managed to save him in the last second.
Okay, yeah.
Right side of Blue's head. Blue recoiled slightly, still managing to destroy one of Satan Bot's knees with a ring of blast as he staggered. He was about to finish the job when a large cannon materialized from Satan Bot's torso, a hidden last stand weapon, I suppose. From the barrel, it fired out with an immense blast of purple energy, but Blue barely had time to dodge as he scored inside his helmet. Causing sunlight to leak in. We keep an eye on the didn't get saved by any more time to steal any further trick, blasting his body to bits and Google's face with an automatic grenade launcher. It seemed as if Adrian was about to pass out with excitement. What I hadn't noticed was Bella and Louis watching the whole encounter from behind cover. Bella's eyes were up upon King of Wolves, or rather, extraordinary distance in the air, right towards freedom. But then, out of nowhere, a massive armored hand grabbed her by the neck and circled. A gigantic man dressed in a streamlined neck.
No. I'm only one. I don't like close range, bro. Like, if it's close range, if the enemy is just attacks, I don't know. Well, that's my weakness. I don't know why. And I died pretty early. And I lost 50. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm just still pissing. I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed with that shit. I'm not doing that again. Why?
I'm surrounded by steel and dead men.
Told you, that's my weakness. Close range is my weakness. I don't know why.
Nah, they're voids as well. My mouth dropped. As he went on to explain, TFDNH is a constantly rotating team comprised of voids, save for a few exceptions, who are a reasonable balance of both powerful and in exchange for their service, the members will be allowed to live freely amongst society, although they will be monitored heavily while doing so.
Yeah, I died. I wouldn't die there. I don't know. If I died there, I don't know. I could die
but before she could even raise her hand, it was broken. It was burned around. From the back, as Adrian would go on to tell us, the NH member was Kente, the guillotine sandwich. 6'6", 197 centimeters, 287 pounds, 130 kilograms.
Hello. I don't think this is trash. I don't know. Traction. Well, I'm surprised I get a traction. Right. Well, this one looks like that. The fuck? I want to fight him.
Crossed his sensibilities, and you were a criminal.
Bro, I want to fight the fucking tank. Give me here. Come here. Come here, bro.
There's revenge customer numerous.
You hate?
The big guy wiped out the entire village before dragging him into the place. Shooting one that he said, before digging into his hands into the his heart, his body, his neck, lighting up the area and his face with sparks. Now, grabbing both loose arms.
When I left,
it's not even helping him out. I guess that's women for you. Sandra and I just glanced at each other awkwardly, far as the range. While still on the ground, Kente stomped on his head.
Thank you. I'm really losing tonight, boys. I don't know why.
Each other's power, hesitating for just a moment, and then in a flash, they rushed each other simultaneously. Both of their opening moves were carefully catching each other's respective legs mid-air, causing the walkway beneath them to crack underneath the combined pressure. A terrifying combination, but Wu possessed another of the more devastating actual weapons. Wu dropped his leg and caught his back.
Oh my god. Let's grow a garden. Wow, 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 wow.
Splintered a portion of his suit and sent him crashing into the rails. He managed to crack the damn thing. I thought astonished at the fact. That meant at a minimum, Kente's punches packed more stopping power than all of his experience. Adrian smiled. You know what they call striking technique? What? The pulverizing fist. twist his knuckles at the last minute, grinding flesh to pulp. With his strength, it's like drilling through wet toilet paper. That's only for regular people. It doesn't work on big boys like Wu. The arm recovering Kente's knuckles had shattered upon impact. He winced in pain as he cocked it back to deliver another strike. He was already teeth.
Prepare to be executed.
Before the two could clash again, 5 more figures down to the wall that Saitama had created, landing in succession.
Can I get candies, please? I want candy. I want candy, bros. Where's my candy? I need candies. Where's my candy? No! Okay, wait, I have this one?
165 pounds, 85 kilograms. A Korean American from Brooklyn. Not a super malicious guy. He kind of just did whatever the hell he wanted. Robberies have to be illegal and unethical. Let's be honest. He was nonchalantly chewing tobacco as he leaned on the rails. His ability was rather interesting. Even Adrian had a hard time explaining it. Physically speaking, Ken was more or less average. However, he had the ability to summon forces from which obscure-looking but terribly powerful entities would emerge and tear apart his opponents.
What is this?
But at the end of the day, all he really wanted to do was
Bro, what's this?
He hated being monitored. Next to him, bloody twister.
What?
5'9", 174 centimeters, 168 pounds, 76 kilograms.
Alright then, so yeah, I don't shit in
He
Argus.
possessed the ability to transform into a comprised of glass-like material, moving at speeds of upwards of 120 miles, along with being able to blast out deadly streams of shards at multiple targets at once. It was quite the gruesome way to go. He was also a real weird guy. While nearly every other void assigned to TFVNH had relatively clear ambitions, his were an absolute mystery. Probably wasn't up to anything good. Darting wildly around,
I hate this.
was plastered across his face.
I hate this, bro. Fuck this game, bro.
5'11",
I hate
181 centimeters,
fucking down. I swear to fuck, man. This is
121
bullshit.
55 kilograms.
Yeah.
A fashion model based in Australia.
Ah.
Her career ended at the ripe age of 23.
I'm gonna slap my
when she
ass
ended
for
up
this
suddenly
bullshit,
murdering
bro.
4 of her fellow
I
models,
swear,
along
I
with
am
the
pissed with this
police force sent to Taylor.
bullshit.
Supposedly, her abilities had been latent from birth, gradually building up to a point where she was unable to keep it in any longer. In her demon mode,
I'm gonna kill myself with this
Zara
bullshit, bro.
normally gave
In game, I'm gonna dirt my asshole. I don't care. I'm gonna die with 50. I'm gonna die with 6 times.
like a ghost,
I hate
drift
this.
into her victims' bodies, causing them to bleed profusely from every orifice. But that only works for humans. For most voids, she'd have to resort to physically crawling using her razor-like fingers.
Ah.
Her ambitions were fairly explicit. She just wanted to kill everybody, void or not. It begged the question as to why they'd even assign her to the force to begin with, given the fact that she was so damn volatile. Whatever, I'll never understand these people. She was staring intently at the star, but without any real
Are you
emotion
wasting it?
behind her gaze. It kind of just looked like she wanted to kill him for the sake of it. Continuing on, there was Clint, the normal guy, Rockwell, 6'1", 185 centimeters, 180 pounds, 82 kilograms. Like Nassar, he was also a mystery.
Aren't you gonna ask a lady
Supposedly,
to
he'd never been
dance?
a void at all. No otherworldly powers, abilities. Just a regular,
I am
albeit
sovereign of the
capable
abyss,
guy.
the slayer
Adrian
of
didn't know
gods.
much about him, only that he was a special case granted access to confidential information at a spa on TFANH due to a recommendation from an unnamed higher-up. In order to compensate for his lack of physical
I've been
abilities,
waiting
he
for
was
too
granted
long.
an oversized
Everything
dubbed the
engulfed in
Fool, along
flames.
with the God-slaying cannon, a heavy-duty automatic rifle that fired explosive rounds at about 600 RPM. He stood still with a rather determined
Welcome to
expression
the
on his
greatest
face,
mag show of
as
all
if he had his
time.
mind set on a regular concrete objective. Rounding out the bunch was the de facto leader of the force, Jack, the All-American Barnes, 6 feet, 183 centimeters, 200 pounds, 91 kilograms. Like Clint, he wasn't a void either. Born in Oklahoma and belonging
Power
to a
of
prolific
Pegasus!
family, he was an inexhaustibly skilled soldier turned government agent that managed to work his way up to the top with the help of some nepotism. Eventually, he was chosen as the integral subject of the project dubbed the Paragon Trials, in which government scientists would attempt to genetically engineer superhumans. But He actually wasn't the first, but that's what he was told, for peace of mind.
Did I
In any
miss
case,
the
his
New
trials
Year's Eve
ended up working
party?
out in the end. I guess the 8th time really was the charm. As a result, he was basically Superman who saved the flight. Genetic engineering hasn't advanced that far. Man, look at those blonde curls, Adrian commented. How the fuck does he get his hair like that? He had an arrogant grin on his face as he strolled to the front of the pact. It only took about 5 seconds of looking at him to reach the conclusion that he was probably a giant asshole.
Hey, what's the rush, Kente? Let's not get too excited.
Jack said.
Remember who's giving the orders, right? Your arbitrary orders mean nothing to me.
Kente responded, still
Let
saying
them play the hero.
The only thing
I
that
will be
matters
the
is
truth this world
I could see
desperately
a large vein
needs.
bulge out on Jack's forehead from the opposition.
Okay,
For that!
Before seemingly composing
I swear, bro.
let's finish the task.
I hate this.
You lost your chance.
Yo, I don't have jack shit no more. This is bullshit. I swear.
Taking on the entirety of TFE and H at once was a rather tall order. I guess he knew this himself.
I want waifu. I swear to fuck, man. I want waifu, bro. Don't give me a waifu, asshole.
Jack said,
The heck?
The rest of you take
Why waifu? Again, the waifu. Bro, I want a new character in Amphorias. But you gave me shit. I hate this. I have no Amphorias characters. I swear to fuck, man. This is bullshit, bro. I swear. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do XP Blade.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Instead of acknowledging the order,
Request backup! Understood. Attack! Understood.
lot of bastards I've seen.
Rapidly approaching Callista.
Anything to eliminate evil.
His guards began glowing with this time, preparing to engulf an oncoming enemy. But before they could clash, Kale stepped in between and tanked another series of slashes before kicking her back. He grunted.
Fuck at her! What are you doing?
Destroy the turret!
But for whatever
Smack!
Kale gave him a bloody grin.
No, it doesn't matter.
Kale clenched his teeth as Callista began charging at them once again. That looks like Adrian said. I realized what he meant. Battery man began punching each other. Using her remaining hands, she made two quick strikes. His chest shattered. The entire area gory red. But it was by Clint had stepped into his cell. Donald wearing it brought them roughly up to the same size.
Our
He was going to die going up against an unfairly powerful monster. Unless he had a piece of his own. This was about to really mess with his whole coat. Grinning at the warden through his fortified visor.
You've been taking me all this time.
Sounds like they have unfinished business. Adrian said. That much is probably true. Still staring down at the bloodstained floor, the warden
Because that's
flame the turret.
very glad in the process. However, Clint managed to get off before he connected his
Retreat!
beyond. He spat, attempting to unsheath the oversized blade at his side, but he wasn't nearly quick enough to Then he grabbed the suit by the arm, slamming Clint hard.
Been destroyed.
Being chipped away at rather quickly, just as he was about to he tilted his elbows scuffle. He scooped it up and began spraying at the warden's direction. However, he managed to evade just about every shot, leaving large clouds of smoke and dust behind him as the devastating bullets replaced rubble.
Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
Causing it to resemble an actual cannon. As he pulled the trigger, the monitor darkened for just a moment before a flash of deep red over the area. This is assaulted by senses. The weapon itself was also destroyed in the process. Do that. After the smoke cleared, everything was silent for a few moments.
Slave's chest.
I could have lived without it, though. He said, walking ominously towards the nearly broken flint.
But I have to admit, this has
While on the ground, Hunt managed to throw a kick that connected with the warden's hip. However, he hardly got any damage. He wasn't strong enough. Instead, the warden threw both his fists down into his ribs that came to crack through the monitor. Blood and a few teeth flew out of his mouth as his head was cranked to the side. Oh, he's got fucking done for. Adrian commented. But a better fight than I could have ever hoped to. But even with all his tools, tricks, and skills, he was still no match. At least that's what I underneath. A series of moves that would make most the egregious punishment he taken, never relented. Soon enough, the warden's movements began slowing, and then he stopped altogether. Even then, he didn't release his grip. He held the warden's neck in place using all of his strength for about 4 minutes before finally letting go, all while gasping in accumulated pain and exhaustion. The guy really looked as if he was stuck on the spot, but that didn't matter to him. An unlikely victor had emerged. He raised a shaky fist in victory before passing out himself. Well, I'm fucking touched, Adrian said. It's like watching Rocky all over again. On another monitor, Bella made her way back to the top floor. Back to the building exit. Wow, what a pleasant surprise, Ken said, standing in her way. She seemed to share the surprise as they stared at each other.
Is this a joke?
She responded. Ken shrugged. Where else was I gonna see you?
Are you going to let me go?
What if I did that? An American boy would track me down and kick my ass. I gotta wait till he dies first. Then we can go off into the sun together. She smiled. In the meantime, you wanna talk for a bit? She sighed.
What do you think is going on here?
Well, I don't know, Ken responded. That's up to you. You already know how I feel.
I tried to assassinate you.
You were contracted to assassinate me by a massive dickhead. I'm sure it was nothing personal.
Oh my god.
She sighed again. Besides, I'm still alive. Maybe you really didn't want to kill me. That's what I tell myself anyway.
You're insane if you think anything's going to happen.
Ninjutsu is the ultimate
Think I want to
weapon.
date
Please
anybody
pick a
right
hero.
now?
Well, I never wanted to either, until I met you.
You don't know the power
Let's face it,
of the dark side.
Poor bad people living bad lives. Don't you get tired of it?
Speak for yourself.
Bella responded.
You know what kind of
Sniper
people I
ready.
am.
Give me a
I'm
target.
not talking about that. You want to escape, don't you?
I don't belong in here.
A lot of people don't.
What are you getting at?
I'm pretty sure you know the kid.
Yeah, what about him?
Ken exhaled. Oh, look, forget about
Hope
it.
will
But
find a
don't you
way,
ever feel like doing
even when
something
all
good
is
for once?
forlorn.
Like doing something for somebody besides yourself.
So,
Bella
who's
quickly
next?
rolled her eyes in
Your
response.
team is
I'm sorry, that came out badly.
My magic flows as freely as the wind.
If you want to try and stop me, then go ahead. I'll just kick your ass
Illusion
again.
research are
There was
completely
another pause
different.
before Ken shook his head. You know I'm not going to do that.
Good.
She began walking off.
I'm not tired of indifference, by the way. I'm in control of my own life, and I kind of enjoy that.
She
Wow.
said without turning around. She left Ken looking somewhat melancholic, but eventually he began smiling. Of
Yo.
course you do.
It is better to be
He
feared
coughed,
than
banged on his
loved.
toes.
Could be surprised, I
Against the
don't know.
youth
But
suffering.
Jeez, well, that was a downer.
Big
Adrian
Rangers
said.
nerfed,
Let's
guys.
get back to the exciting stuff. He grinned. The final chips are striking.
I'm a
home.
report your asshole,
Jack
bro.
finally found the
Fine, I'm gonna lose
You
tonight,
and
boys.
Heidi secret
I'm
weapon
gonna
or
lose
something?
tonight.
He asked.
I don't
her
care.
Mechanical menace, who remained silent. It doesn't matter. He continued, clenching his fist. America's always on top. Look up there as well. I turned to the monitor that Adrian was gesturing towards, watching as Kente continued roaming the corridors, still clenching his teeth in justice-driven rage. Well, actually, no, he wasn't roaming anymore. He was walking towards somebody. But at first, I couldn't recognize who it was. Come on, you fucking asshole! But I did recognize the voice. It was Central. His head was now resembling a glowing, floating skull shrouded in dark haze.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
I asked,
5 seconds till the enemy
the
reaches
ring
the
style.
battle.
One of
Smash
its
them!
core components is the revival technique.
All
Of course. I thought, how could I not know that? You killed everyone in my fucking dojo! Sentry screamed at the approaching Kente. You're dead! Kente bit down even harder, cracking his own teeth. I simply enacted
I
justice.
am ultimate.
And I waited for too long
Pray
to
I
finish
don't
the job.
go further.
Man, how lucky were we to find this place? Adrian said. Chris, fuck
Son!
Launch attack! Launch attack!
Firmly planted on the kid. He's the one that led me into this room to begin with. I didn't remember thinking that.
Launch attack!
Went on. I forgot to question him further. But now I could avoid it. Adrian said, turned to say,
How many minutes is this?
who the hell are you?
I think 78 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good question. I added, also looking in his direction. To understand what he was planning. Sandy took a while to respond. Even then, it was less than satisfying. Complicated. I wasn't going to force them to talk. For years, I've learned that doing so only leads to disingenuous answers. Besides, he was right. Jack was already rushing towards Wu. Come on, show me your kung fu shit. I'll beat you down with good old American style. Printed on his chest plate. That sure got him pretty rattled. Oh, you fucked up, buddy, he said, a deranged smirk drawn across his face. For the first time ever, he decided to speak. Given their respective powers, their combined moves, if I had to approximate the exchange, it went something like this. Jack landed across the Wu's helmet, cracking it slightly. Wu attempts to stab Jack with a large blade. It breaks on his arm. Jack presses forward, throwing a flurry of jabs at his head. Both of them are blocked. Wu counters with a kick to his ribs, and it hurts Jack. Wu uses his railgun eyes, burning the side of Jack's head. And then the gauntlet is unleashed. Wu lands a brutal combination with steel-studded knuckles. Throws a grenade into his face. Pounds away at Jack's ribs with his left back. Stabs Jack with an elbow blade. Wu snaps one of Jack's fingers off.
When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Causing them to fall to the lower floor. And then Wu began strangling Jack. He ran
I am altering the
Jack was frenetic as he struggled to break out of Wu's iron grip. He screamed and saw his right fist began glowing red. He let go of Wu's wrist, ran his knuckles right to his throat instead. The first thing he saw, I could see Wu's armor splinter as he was launched backwards, forced to release his grip, still exacerbated from the struggle. Jack pulled himself up, his fist smoldering again. Himself. He said, holding his fist up while grinning like a mad, utterly unhinged. Suddenly, his left fist also began glowing, the only difference being that it was blue. Oh, it's about to get fucking gnarly, Jack said. I could hear explosive bouts of clanking metal, white smoke and flickering sparks, intercut with flashes of red and blue from Jack's fists. The two individuals at the center of the ground striking each other with everything they had. After around an entire minute of hectic but incomprehensible fighting, both sides had sustained sufficient damage.
Screw that shit!
The suit was covered in cracks.
I hate that. I'm gonna report your asshole, bro. I
Now exposed.
hate this fuck. I don't care. I'm not in the mood. I don't care, bro. I'm not in the mood. I lost my first race. I can't remember that. And everything is bullshit, bro. I swear to fuck, man.
He attempted to blast Jack in the face with his palm cannon, but the American managed to move underneath the shot, throwing both fists into Wu's chest. Was unscathed. He was cut and swollen all over, with one of his eyes stabbed out and his right shoulder grated down to the bone. They stared each other down during
Our
their
turret has been
recuperation, and then they were right back at each other's throats. Wu attempted to blast Jack in the face with his palm cannon, but the American managed to move underneath the shot, throwing both fists into his chest, causing his feet to shatter completely at that particular spot. His vitals were now exposed. Jack knew what kind of opportunity he just created, indicative by the wicked grin on his face. In a matter of milliseconds,
You would die.
Jack pulled back one of his fists and struck Wu directly. Without his armor protecting him, that blow must have liquidized his insides. In any case, that's what I got from his reaction. In an instant, he collapsed in pain, before being tossed over the rails onto the
Be careful.
Jack jumped down, shattering that as well.
Circle is now complete.
In a desperation move, regular fucking guy?
Yes. We'd like to my special.
Jack shook his head. Why does that matter? Look, I'll give you one thing. You're strong. Hell, even gave me a level high power. Your attitude is fucking bullshit. You had trouble responding. No, you're not just a regular guy. And I wasn't
Your aspirations.
Team destroyed a turret.
Another pause followed. The silence was broken when Will reached over his shoulder, pulling out a terribly large red-orange sword. The singularity
Launch attack.
he began.
Launch attack.
It's not a single compliment.
You're strong as well.
Will continued.
I'll show you my
Your thoughts.
Launch attack.
He closed his eyes for a moment, opening back up, revealing nothing but white underneath his lids. The red and blue radiating off his fists began extending up his forearms, before quickly enveloping each side of his body entirely. You should be honest. I'm about to drop you with the full force of my American
Pray I don't overcur.
both now at the pinnacle of their own power, stood across each other. The clash was about to ensue. Will went first, swinging the blade and releasing it. It rushed forward with torrid speed, latching its claws into Jack's arm and attempting to bite his head off.
Launch attack.
Relentlessly, with the latter seemingly growing
The
in size.
force is with you.
However, Will himself was standing still. I understood. The punch that Will had taken. In fact, at that moment, he was relying on the singularity creature to get the job done. After some minutes, the beast had grown to an ungodly size, resembling some kind of colossal, bull-like dragon. It bit down on Jack's arm once again, taking it clean off this time. Jack squeezed and turned. Up on its head and backing away. Despite having the dragon still managed to swing him into the wall, ramming with the end of his Just like that, the battle was over. As the dragon died, the blade shattered with it. Jack leapt down, back in front of Wu. He half chuckling and half groaning as he went towards him. Lost an arm, lost an eye. You really put me through the gauntlet, eh? Wu's expression was stoned for a while, but it eventually turned into a grin. No malice behind it. He was simply acknowledging the
Enemy
interminable
has
fighting
slain
spirit that Jack had put on display. Jack reciprocated the grin, breathing heavily through his teeth. American stopped glowing and began staggering away. In many cases, he didn't make it too far. He dropped about 10 paces from Will. But even in death, after taking another punch to the chest, stop evading. Done. Then an unexplained figure arrives on scene. Hugo rushed into the room, rushing towards Kente. However, he reacted to them in the same way a regular man would react to a mosquito bite. Hugo was subsequently knocked back, without much explicit effort.
Be careful.
His guard was running my arms as he took his piercing face. Why is this so pissed off?
Launch attack!
Later, yelling after Hugo.
Destroyed by the same evils he attempted to help. He was foolish. There can only be one response to the sin in this world.
This fucking asshole killed my master as well. Let's bury him. Hugo sighed, clearly not excited at his prospective ally. Man, Kale said, staring up at Kente. This isn't fun anymore. All three of them tried attacking at once. No luck. Kente tanked each blow before striking each of them down in rapid succession. He grabbed Kale by the neck before tossing him at Senju, sending them both crashing into the wall.
Man. How many guys are there, bro?
You, priest, what level of detachment are you at? Hugo exhaled.
99%.
Damn, Kale muttered, looking up at the steadily but menacingly approaching Kente. So we're fucked.
You're so dumb shit, bro.
I'm about 10 times stronger
I
at
want
100% than I am at 99.
I'm not sure about checks out there, Kale said before taking another strike to the stomach.
No matter.
Fuck that guy, bro. God damn.
One of the biggest evils stands before us. Everything must be taken.
You're gonna fucking die, Kale uttered, being kept on his toes by repeated blows from Kente.
Your team
We're going
is
to
banned.
die regardless.
Kente turned away from Kale and turned toward Hugo. He squinted. Now I remember you. Hugo threw a cross so hard it seemed to split the air molecules in its path. Despite managing to block it, Kente was still blasted backwards, skidding to a stop. He
Ban a hero.
had been badly mangled from the blow. He stared at Hugo, his eyes growing crazier with every second that passed. Evil must be eliminated.
You're no
They bolted at each other. The two traded blows, with Hugo slowly but surely overwhelming Kente. Kale could only watch in awe. Senju, on the other hand, yeah, kick his fucking ass. But the more damage that Kente took, the more wild he seemed to get. Hugo landed a 1-2 to his jaw and temple, drawing blood from his head, before finishing the combination by drilling a knee into his liver, nearly causing Kente to buckle on the spot.
No one can escape my iron
Hugo
fist.
spat at Kente in between strikes.
Last chance at salvation with this
Now bruised, bloodied, and battered, Kente dropped to one knee. Hugo stepped in for a finishing blow, or what I thought was going to be the finishing blow. Kente managed to catch the strike, surprising just about everybody watching.
Demons shall bathe in their blood.
The
life belongs to the righteous. Dalusk still has a few tricks to show.
I killed him.
Because he stood in the way of justice.
In a split second, Hugo was knocked backwards, having his chest completely caved in.
What?
He wheezed out as he bent over, trying to funnel air into his lungs.
He's stronger. Be careful.
Kente picked him up and judo slammed him over the rail before he could get the sentence out. I never cringed as hard as I did while watching his spine get instantaneously bent into the worst possible shape.
Hugo!
Kale yelled, charging
I
at
am the
Kente.
moonlight
A
that
valiant but
breaks through the
fruitless effort.
darkness.
He was picked up and brutally grabbed against the wall
am
with
more
force.
than a
Kente
weapon.
finished the ruthless display by slamming his back into the wall. Kale crumpled like a pancake, with every bone in his body just about broken. Recovering from that was going to be a tall order. Fuck! He spurted out, unable to make another move. Suddenly, Senju was back
Guess
on
the
his own,
nobles can't
heavily
handle
injured and looking far less confident than he was before. We can't let him win, Sandu said, his expression a combination of frightened and resolute. Oh, you're not watching the kid anymore? Oh, what a surprise, Adrian said. I shook my head. I mean, what the hell are we supposed to do? Instead of answering my question, he just brushed by me before abruptly spinning out the door. What the hell, man? I called after him. No use. He was already gone. I fumbled around in place for a moment. On one hand, I really didn't want to go out there. But on the other, he was my friend, and as much as I wanted answers, I also wanted to make sure he didn't do something he wasn't going to have the chance to regret. After a few minutes of frenetic contemplation, I found myself chasing after him. Where the hell are you guys going? I could hear Adrian calling out from behind me. At that point, he was the least of my concerns. Chills ran down my spine as I traversed across the blood-stained halls decorated by the
Oh my god.
former guards.
I did something Windows here.
Experienced in my nightmares before. I'm sure just about every
Are you shitting me, bro?
seeing it in real life was jarring, to say the least. It sure had been one hell of a day, but the inevitable dusk finally seemed to be closing in. Stop. What? Please? I gasped, but then I saw tightness. So, if I stood there for shook his head. I could see tears falling from his face as he did so. No, he choked out. And smiled, tears beginning to well up in his own eyes. I had no idea how, but there's a chance here.
The fabric of time and space my feet.
Bruh.
Sandu grabbed AJ by the face.
The fuck was that, bruh?
Just been lied to by bad people. Those same people are with us right now. The ones that killed the people you love. Your age. Made that mistake. Some kind of intense, overwhelming aura emanating from the kid's general. What's about to happen? So Sandu had to direct him towards where Senju was about to make his last stand against Kente. I was more or less certain that nothing would have used and I was right. Once we got there, Kale was still a pile of flesh and bones against the wall, while Kente could do nothing but lie still, his life undoubtedly hanging on by a thread. Along with him, Senju was flat against the floor. Well, I'm fairly certain it was him. It looked like he had been running. Kale and Hugo both their faces raw with bitter and painful. Come to finish the job. Kale asked us before letting out a chuckle. No. Kale responded. Where'd you go? The psycho guy? Muttering something about finishing the job and executing justice. What a clown. Wait, hang on. Are you going after me? Are you guys like guards or something? How's that gonna work out? And that kid, isn't he? What's going on? Kale called after us. Well, it's a bit complicated. That's fine. I think it'll work out. I wasn't so confident in reality. Kale scoffed and chuckled. Right, of course. Well, it's not like I want you guys to lose. On the wall and nodded. Okay. Good to know. Was all they decided. After that short exchange, we were all running. It wasn't terribly clear from his expression, but I could tell that his conviction was many of which but there was lost contact. I knew the guy, and unless he'd been asked, that he was malicious in nature. My thoughts were running too fast. Transferring into the physical atmosphere around us, putting a dark no response. In fact, the kid was frozen on the floor, his eyes enlarged in sheer terror. I was afraid something like that was going to happen. Sandu muttered before shaking his shoulders. Come on, it's coming towards us. It's getting exponentially more desperate. In reality, this whole move was like back in preparation for the strike, A dark, ghost-like hand wrapped itself around his calf before pulling him down and dragging him around. I looked over at the perpetrator, a nightmare-inducing entity resembling a distorted gorilla with bulky, oversized arms. It dragged Kente around on the floor, slamming him through a gauntlet of rails and pillars in the process. The gorilla creature didn't have the upper hand for long, though. Kente let out an unwieldy shriek before chopping off one of his arms and ran his head to the head. At the end of the moment, some kind of portal opened up underneath him,
Destroy the turret.
from the shadows of the Hey, you're not gonna make this easy for me, are you, buddy? He said, grinning. He was slowly but surely devolving into an overpowered, primal, rage-driven beast. Promise was a promise, remember? More lost context. Just what has Sandu been doing over the years? Look out!
Team destroyed.
Time. Kente stepped forward. Lost the fist straight at Ken's head. Some of the creature would take the blow for him, just in time. I can't. He muttered, cowering down and visibly trembling with fear. I'm gonna get killed. We're gonna die. There's no other options here. My outburst probably wasn't all too helpful, but it was my own instinctual fear speaking for me. During the split seconds where my attention wasn't trained on Kente, he'd gotten within inches of me. Before I knew it, I was feeling his iron grip around my right forearm. I could feel my bones being
I don't mind my upper DX doesn't want to come on.
My vision faded for just a moment before all of the pain hit me at once. If I was useless in the fight before, I was entirely out of control now. I could hardly move as my body slid down the wall and walking onto the floor. I spat out the bleeding blood. Ken opened up about 10 portals in a circle around him. His forearms flowed down from his hairline and his nose. Doing this. All at once, a petrifying roster of esoteric, incomprehensible entities emerged from each one. From what I saw, there was a dark blue creature with large, jagged blades jutting out from each corner of its body. A zombified gunslinger causing his head to snap back, blood spurting from his eyes and nose. However, his head came back as quickly as it went, drilling into the eye creature's temple and destroying two of its eyes. They were both pissed now. They synchronized blasting each other with a series of catastrophic strikes. Neither of them bothered setting defense or any kind of strategy for that matter. They were simply out to deal as much damage as possible, hitting each other with everything they had. During the exchange, I began noticing something was strange about Kente's appearance. He was taking a metric ton of damage for sure, but the difference didn't only stem from his wounds. He was scaling. His bones were beginning to squirm underneath his skin, almost like slab steaks trying to burst out. On top of that, he seemed to be getting bigger. In fact, he'd been getting bigger ever since he fought Wu. I just hadn't quite grasped until that point. He towered over Sandu, whom he was only supposed to have 2 inches on. Now he was even dwarfing the eye creature, who had been a comparable size to him mere minutes ago. What is this guy? I wondered out loud. Sandu had undoubtedly noticed it as well. I could see his eyes widening in terror at the sight. The creature was dead. It rammed all 4 of them into his abdomen, managing to dig each one of them an inch deep into his flesh. They'd lost any sense of humanity. He was truly in the process of transitioning into a legitimate, bona fide monster. He began drifting away from conventional martial arts. He stuck his fingers out, thrusting 2 of them into the creature's eyes. A bloody, slimy mess. Without giving an inch, he followed up by sinking his teeth into the creature's chest, tearing out chunks of pulsating green flesh. He finished the deadly combination by drilling his knee into the creature's eye, taking it out his own flesh and blood in the process. As he began to collapse, he grabbed the creature by the neck and took it down with him, putting it in.
Yeah, I'm just pissed about it, yeah. So you please.
His head popped off completely after a few seconds. Ken was very worried. With blood dripping from his nose, he summoned another portal, in which a humanoid creature emerged. No use. It was taken out by one swift swipe from Kente, who blitzed it from a like a crawl on hybrid. All that Ken managed to get out before being picked up and slammed savagely into the floor. That would have been the end for him as well, had he not summoned another portal to reach his back at the last moment, allowing himself to land on the soft body of some kind of slime creature as opposed to the hard metal. He rolled away, hardly managing to dodge a follow-up stomp, not only decimated the creature, but the floor itself. Now, bloody all over, Ken looked at Sandy, his face twisted in fearful desperation. No, not at Sandy. He was looking at the kid. He muttered, "I know you can do it." The kid's expression didn't waver. No sparks were turning to his frightened eyes. It's hopeless, I thought to myself. Do your memories really flash before your eyes when you think you're about to die? Well, some of them do. The ones worth remembering. An attempt to justify the way that you live, the decisions that you've made. You come to one daunting realization. You were there. In the midst of the
fists are unflinching!
And now, it was all about to
Dimensions
as the tear began rolling down the kid's cheeks, I could feel one rolling down my own. Ken sighed. I know you're scared, but...
Experience the euphony's suffering.
Sandu put his hand up, stopping Ken mid-sentence. He had a stone-like expression on his face. It's happening. Ken looked confused.
What?
What? I wasn't quite sure of the answer myself, but I got the gist of it. AJ's body was beginning to visibly vibrate. There was something to that effect. It started out slow enough, but...
I fear no kraken, for I am the invincible Lancelot!
Before long, his body had become a dark, formless, stationary blur. Two sharp, burning red eyes surfaced. And then, I could feel the floor begin to tremble around me.
I will choose my own path.
I couldn't utter out a single word upon encountering the incomprehensible
And I am
pressure that just filled the space around me. The kid wasn't himself anymore. I was starting to understand. It wasn't his power that he was having a hard time trying to control. It was something residing inside him. As the metamorphosis continued, he'd become only about a head shorter than Kente. His form was also fluid while remaining solid
Give me
at
a
the same
target.
time, like a floating gaseous form that vaguely resembled a human. Afterwards, his original dark gray color quickly began morphing into a blinding golden light. After about 5 seconds, his dynamic body finally settled on a concrete form. There was only one word I could really use to describe it. A warrior. Tall and lean, with thick flowing hair that extended down to his shoulders.
Always on the
He held a
way.
lance
I am the
seemingly
power of
composed
light
sheer
incarnate.
along with the complementary shield. He had armor on, albeit minimally, just chest and shoulder plating, along with a pair of knee-length shorts. The potential origin of such an entity was lost on me. The mere presence of it evoked a sense of awe, danger, and beauty all at once. Surprisingly, Kente began smiling at the sight of AJ's transformed state. A bloody, ear-to-ear grin devoid of any humanity at all. Looks like the evil's finally come out, he bellowed before bolting at him. AJ's warrior soul managed to counter all of Kente's initial attacks before delivering a brutal sequence of his own. He slashed Kente across the stomach, creating a deep gash before impaling him through the torso and smashing him through on the side beam. Still, I couldn't get too excited. The whole situation seemed oddly familiar. Kente encounters an enemy, initially himself, gets beat down at first, only to end up massacring them in the end, regenerating nearly instantly. Was really the only option. He took a glance and swung it with an inhuman speed, slashing Kente 4 times like a possible swiped at AJ's head and twisted it around completely. At that moment, I was sure he was dead. Morphed again.
Destruction is your salvation.
He resembled an archer. His was short and vague, containing only one short phrase. The warrior spirit. I never knew what to make of it before. AJ directed a flurry of rounds again. Also liberated as Kente dragged him down. Another flash of light. This time, he began fighting for life. Using a single arm. that name doesn't do its sheer mentality justice. I'll try to paint a picture. Imagine an empty, medium-sized concrete room devoid of any windows, illuminated only by a few lights above. Fill that room with about 25 to 50 men who specifically selected you for
Ah! I'm so pissed, bro. Really safety.
somewhere in the far desert.
Whatever.
This time, the kid transformed into a whole They had become so durable, the kid's attacks hardly phased him, yet he didn't even attempt to stand down. I suppose that was all we could really do was watch. But before the two could engage in their defensive gesture, I'm just here to have fun, Dad. Sadness a defensive position.
I won't let you.
He was cut short by an abrupt headbutt. Tearing his back down. Kente strikes the Titan's jaw. Aside, he looked back at us, half of his face now torn to his skull. Mazar looked like he was about to pass out from excitement.
Fuck yeah!
He shouted, jumping up and down.
That was fucking awesome!
Kente silenced him with one punch, essentially vaporizing him. There wasn't much hope before, but there was even less now. Sanders' warning had been vague, but I was doubtful it was any kind of exaggeration. The kid ready to soar, a vain effort considering the fact that he was about to go down. And then we were all screwed. Or so I thought. The time that the tide had brought us.
Enemy battle set.
I turned and to my surprise, it was Bella. For one reason or another, bloody baby. Ken was happy to see her. Before his face dropped, but now...
Have some faith in the Watchers. I wouldn't do
In any case, we were hardly in a position to protest. Kente barreled in the mouth and Bella with overwhelming intent on his face. I'd like to say that Bella looked unfazed enough. Upon it. Fuck this, he said before being tossed into a wall. However, he managed to stretch into long enough for Bella to make a move, running into the intersecting hall and looking down it. Shit, she said before looking back at him. happened to me happened right then and there. I always prided myself on having good balance, rarely skidded an inch, never swayed on boats or trains, always pretty good at sports. However, in that moment, I slipped on a patch of blood, and by some miracle, it came at the exact moment Kentai's fist was about to connect with my face. Instead of my skull being pulverized, his knuckle only grazed the side of my cheek, ripping a large gash through it as he did so. Sure, it hurt like hell.
Alright,
I wasn't going to be talking to any girls for a while, but I'd managed to buy enough time. Bella shot another stream of blades at the back of Kentai's head, turning his attention away from me. The next few moments went
like
rather
25 minutes,
slowly
I
in
don't
my
know.
head. I watched as Kentei darted forward in a flash while Bella scrambled like hell out of the way. As she was doing so, a figure had stepped out of the adjacent hall behind her. I didn't need to It was the dancing guy, shuffling cheerfully along. Kentei himself even hesitated for a moment, but it was too late for him. As they collided, the dancing guy's MP3 flew out of his hand. For a moment, time stopped. The dancer froze in place for what must have been 10 seconds. During that time, even Kentei couldn't bring himself to move. It was the calm before the storm. For a split second, the dancer's expression contorted into something like able to get out of my head. It was an indescribable look of sheer, otherworldly rage. I blinked once, and when my eyes opened back up, I was met with a wall of red flying limbs. One of Kentei's oversized arms even flew at me, nearly dislocating my shoulder as it did so. The man, previously deemed an immovable and unsurmountable wall, had been demolished in less than a second. Now dripping in blood, the dancer strolled over to his fallen music player and plugged it back in. All of us watched in stunned silence as he shuffled off and out of sight towards the opposite hall. Kale was the first one to speak up afterwards. I'll be honest, I was 99% sure that wasn't going to work. Bella let out a laugh of half relief, half disbelief. I looked over to the kid who was still in his knight's form. However, he looked confused, almost as if his reason for existing had suddenly vanished. Soon enough, he reverted back to his original human state. AJ fell to his knees, coughing up blood in between sobs. Sandu quickly rushed over in order to tend to him. Is everything done? I thought to myself. Save for Clint, TFE and H was dead. So were all the voids, except for the dancer and the still contained Calamity. I guess it's over then. That was ballsy, man. I looked over to see Kale grinning at me. Running at Kentei like that? Fucking hell. I let out a slight chuckle, hardly able to believe it myself. Yeah, I guess so. How's Hugo? Kale shrugged. I guess some things can't be helped. I gave him a good send-off, though. In the meantime,
I'm
Dude, I hate my life.
Please pick a family or destiny,
she said, wiping some of the blood off of his face, which was entirely covered with it.
So, who's next?
I don't know what to do here.
I would sail across the cosmic sea to the end of
It's
time.
kind of gross, actually.
They both laughed. That was great, what you did there.
Let's call it lucky.
Is back.
Thanks for trusting me there, though.
Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it.
Oh, shut up. You guilt-tripped me into it, you asshole.
Before he could speak again, she pulled him in for a kiss. Not wanting to make things awkward, I directed my
Hope
attention
will
back
find
at
a
AJ,
way,
who was beginning to
even
settle
when
down.
all is forlorn.
He alright? I asked Sandy as I walked
From
over.
the murkiest
In place of
water,
a response,
the
he
purest
simply got
water
up and
lily
hugged me.
emerges.
I owe you. A bit longer, and he'd be... We'd all be... His voice began trembling. It's alright, buddy, I said. Don't worry about it. At least it's over now. He let go of me and looked at everyone else. I owe all of you. About time I did something good for once. Ken responded.
For honor!
For smiling.
The enemy is picking. Soon.
That dickhead killed the first friend I'd made in a long time. Kale added. He had it coming. A period of silence followed, as we all began coming to terms with the events that had transpired.
I am
Not
the
the
sovereign
easiest
of the
task.
abyss, the slayer of gods.
A familiar but completely annoying voice reverberated from behind me. I knew I'd forgotten about something. I turned around, seeing Adrian standing right there, wearing his signature stupid, smug smirk. Who the fuck is this?
Fight for the
Kale
ultimate
blurted out.
answer.
Adrian ignored his question, looking over at the kid instead. That's a cool movie.
It's my way or the highway.
grin grew even wider. The evisceration matches. How did we get here? At that moment, it was all I could think about. As fun as this all has been, and it certainly has. Jeez. Adrian laughed to himself. I almost forgot what I came here for. This coke is deadly sometimes. There's no way. Don't even say it. Sandu cut him off. Adrian raised a brow. Yeah, is that so? Look, I get this whole guardian protector role you're trying to play here. It's commendable, really. And I'm sure the kid's been through a lot, but his lips curled into a malicious grin. I've been through a lot as well. You know what I've learned? This kid's gonna croak if he keeps hanging out with you. He's strong, sure, but he can get a lot stronger. You guys got lucky against Kente. It won't happen every time.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
You want to send him off to death fights on some godforsaken planet.
Till the enemy
What are you
reaches the
talking
battle.
about?
Smash them.
Just shut up. Just shut the fuck up.
Infinite dimensions, infinite possibilities.
There was a powerful aura surrounding your switch was demeanor.
I will never.
Before breaking Kale's wrist. Back to Sandy, stopped again. Shredding his right arm.
Choice.
Shit! Yun. I'm dead though.
Joined in, forcing his back against the wall. He's back, leaping into the air and obliterating a good portion of his elbow strike. It's not enough.
The heck?
The skeleton grabbed him by the neck and thrashed him onto the floor. As he struggled to pull himself before launching himself Skelton's torso, I figured it out.
Seek not your destruction.
He began smiling. Okay, all right. He said, holding up a hand. I can't say this is terrifying, but you got me. Damn, I thought. Think so? Okay, promise. Lecture me some more. I mean, you guys brought this onto yourselves. I had a simple request. He let out another insane laugh before abruptly.
I must keep my
I mean,
bearings.
nobody knew. In fact, nobody said anything at all. I lost what to do.
The vastness of space is nothing to the emptiness within.
Adrian was right there, leering down. Ken asked, "Come down You can't just keep something like this all locked up, you know? His remaining eye was wide with excitement as he said it. He looked back at the trap door. The great unknown, huh? He muttered before bolting down the stairs. Should we have stopped him? Can't laugh. Would there have been a point? A long period of silence followed. Regardless of the time, nothing happened. No giant creature bursting out on the floor. No portal sucking us into hell. Well, one thing did change. That happened a while ago. Adrian never even came up. Safe to say, we were at a loss for any kind of... What now? Feels weird leaving
The
it like this, doesn't it?
have never led me astray.
I guess. Can't hide it. Don't really know where it's I was hardly thinking about myself. See what happened for ourselves. Ken blinked a few times in disbelief. Are you something ahead? Was I? It was a fleeting thought. Are you curious? I asked. About what they've been trying to contain this whole time? Ken laughed. Well, to be here in the first place, so it really doesn't matter.
Loneliness.
But if you want to go, then make it quick. I'm sure this place won't be quiet.
I swear! Dude, why did I...
Is this really what I want?
I know I've heard it across the
What if it was just a scare tactic? That theory could have helped.
Each dimension, a lighthouse, shining the way for starbound travelers.
Behind us. We all turned around, already on edge from everything that had happened before. Stayed bloody, spout with blood.
My My
Ken
voyage
grinned.
shall continue.
Jeez, you're still alive? You're now since he's dead, though. But yeah? How much did you put on it?
The cosmic rings are my only companion.
At least he's great that you guys are friends and all. Caleb, what the hell are you saying about the clan? I'll tell you. First,
To the
gotta tell me
emptiness
something.
within.
Who the hell opened up that door? This crazy fucking guy. I don't think you know him. I responded. And he's down there. Right now? I nodded.
I will never stop searching.
God damn it.
Our turret
You've lost your way.
I couldn't really tell what he was doing at first. It kind of just looked like he was standing still. That's all he was.
Passing the rifts can reduce
no
matter
attention
down
to
to
us.
the molecules.
Whatever you do not look inside that damn room. Clint shouted at us. He said it just a little bit too late.
I think before me is a sea of loneliness.
There's a monitor. It was a amalgamation of incomprehensible shapes and figures shifting and moving
A gift from the lighthouses.
human perception. And then there were the colors. Colors I've never seen before in my life. Colors that I'm pretty sure didn't exist. And that was
I know I've heard it across the cosmic sea, but where? Is there a dimension where we can be together?
Yeah.
All that I know is that somewhere out there,
Vastness of space.
in a way, we're linked to it. Every second, human eye perceives that it reciprocates that attention. If somebody looks at it for too long, then they're responses. I guess I should tell you. It's already coming close. The best ETA is around 19,000 years away. But after today, here's Adrian. This asshole should show you I saw you looking.
I will never stop searching. Sink into the void.
Okay. Cal spoke up. Not that I'm following any of this, but how are we stopping this thing from arriving? Clint let out a dry laugh. That's what they keep trying to figure out. Why they built this lab in the first place. It's funny though. All of their research probably just brought it closer. Huh, Ken said. So, that's the deal with the Calamity? It wouldn't have been my first guess. Yeah, pretty whack shit, Clint said as he got up. Well, we better get the hell out of here. This place is about to be swarmed.
There's no room for
Sure,
second
but
thoughts.
where the hell would we go? The moment we try getting off this island, we're getting shot at.
The light.
Maybe it's better to take our chances here.
Relax.
Ken said.
What the hell?
Getting out of here.
Relax.
It's gonna be impossible.
Bro.
The island's open, and the cavalry's ready to pounce on any stragglers.
Has its
They
own
know about
lighthouse.
everybody here. They're gonna hunt down. He paused for a moment.
Haha!
In other words, you guys would be fucked.
My fault for your dumbass. Not my fault, bro.
I'm done. He spoke into
Not
it.
my fucking
Come pick
fault.
me up.
This is bullshit, bro.
Before we could ask any questions,
I swear, bro, you're a fucking dumbass.
Lead us away from us.
Never come.
So you can do it too, huh? Ken said. Yes, sir. Clint responded. But there's no more coming out of it. Moments later, a well-built man.
You're gonna get it. I'm gonna rage bait. I'm gonna rage bait your asshole. I swear.
How was that, by the way? What do you think, Pete? I almost died. I'm surprised you made it out at all. The one's a tough bastard. Those are gesturing towards the portal. Well, don't be scared. Jump in. While I was shitting myself at the prospect of jumping into some blue hole. However, everybody else was raring to go. I suppose they all had their reasons. The kid looked as if he was about to pass out, but he really didn't have a say in the matter. Sandy was just trying to get him the hell away from this place. I only ended up jumping in when I heard the sound of boots on metal above us. I'm not quite sure how to describe my journey through the portal. Disloyal, I guess? But at that point, my senses had become pretty dull anyway. We were transported to the top of a metal tower overlooking some desert-like expanse. The surface was crawling with ghastly creatures that looked to be some kind of coyote-scorpion hybrid. And they sure as hell were aggressive, constantly attacking and ripping apart and cannibalizing each other. At the edge of the platform we were on, there was a sniper rifle mounted with a stool at the bottom. There were also empty boxes of snack cakes and beef jerky packets strewn across the floor. Why are you hanging out in this dump?
Did I get fucked?
Clint asked him, looking disgusted at the sight below. It's hard to practice, he responded. Remember the guy we were supposed to kill in Paradise X? We couldn't hit him for shit, and then I nearly got my dick chopped off? Hold on, are you just not gonna explain where the fuck we are? Kale interrupted, sounding somewhat exasperated. Well, I mean, I thought what just happened was pretty obvious.
What's that?
Pete responded. We got to another dimension. Congrats.
You love Miyogori, di ba?
A jumper?
Miyogori ramen.
Did Adrian say something about that?
Tomorrow morning.
So, where you want to go
This
next?
is your...
Clint asked.
You eat now while it's still hot.
Spoke up.
And then this is your peanuts. Oh, the bowl is there outside.
Yeah.
Adventures than that. Ken sighed. I don't know. I make my way around Earth pretty well, you know. I'm down, Bella said, causing Ken to whip his head around. Are you serious? I'll follow you anywhere, Bella said mockingly. Ken chuckled somewhat nervously. I never said that. Maybe it was similar, but it wasn't that lame. Whatever. Bella continued, walking towards Clint and Pete. Ken hesitated for a few more moments before ultimately relented. Jeez, he said. This is fucked up. What about you, Vampire? Clint looked at Kale. I'm not sure, he responded. I think a vacation's more than I deserve. Clint continued. So you still think rotting away in a prison's gonna do anybody any good? Well, I'll tell you something that might pique your interest. There's a planet named Gehenna out in an area called the Dark Zone. There's no rules there. no interdimensional government that has jurisdiction over it. And any task force they send gets obliterated. And trust me, there's some bad shit happening to innocent beings over there. Shit that makes your blood boil just thinking about it. It can't be helped, I guess. Nobody's coming to take out the bad guys and stop the suffering. He looked Kale dead in the eye. Look, you're not the strongest, but you're strong enough to make a difference. Not to mention, you can get even stronger. Don't waste your life. Go and help those people. There's a militia of vigilantes called the Deliverers, pushing back against the gangs and traffickers controlling that place. We can get you over there, and then you can go find them. Join them. And tell them I sent you. It took a moment, but Kale ultimately relented to the proposition. Even though he was acting reluctant, I could tell that he was glad.
I'm gonna eat something here. I don't know. Guys, to exit there. Okay, look at this bullshit. I lost in my asshole. I hate this.
He'd said, as if I had another sniper bullet damage the massive creatures. You're getting kids caught up in your messes as well? Sandy sighed. Look, I appreciate you getting us out of there, but we need to go back. Clint and I both raised an eyebrow. Well, what? They'll track you guys down? Maybe so. It's out of my hands. I have one more thing to figure out. Well, you want me to come along? I asked. Sandu smiled at me. Nah, this is something we need to do on our own. Well, I responded, it's been a ride, man. It felt weird saying bye to him like this. Yeah, it sure has. But if things work out, we'll definitely see you again. And just like that, everything had been settled. Sandu and AJ were headed back to Earth. Their exact destination, well, I'd rather not say on here. Kale was headed to Gehenna in order to join the Deliverance. Pete stayed in the desert planet in order to continue the shooting. Once Clint had fixed his transporter, him, Ken, and Bella went off to God knows where. Well, to be miraculous, I went with them as well, but things got complicated pretty quickly and we got separated. So, that's a long story for another time.
Still waters run deep.
I think things will work out in the end. At least, I hope they do.
Everyone possesses a burning spirit.
Lots of water, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'll just refill it later.
Alright.
Okay, wait na. That is your lunch already, ha? Diba? That is already your lunch.
Yeah. I got one.
Light will fall prey to shadow.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I once sought the power.
Well, last time it was 10, now it's 5. I don't know. Am I trimming, guys? I don't know. Okay, love you today, guys, and then face, and yeah. And bye. And yeah. See you next one. Peace out. I think I'm gonna eat my breakfast right now, so yeah. So dumb. Dumb shit.
They get next to Zero Thor. Some people
You're
joke
crushed,
that
dude.
they call it the Neverglades.
Goodbye.
They're a blip on the map